All right, this video has been highly requested. Low budget Facebook ad strategies. How do you start testing products for a very low amount of money without spending $1,000 per product? We're gonna talk about it. And if this video gets over 500 likes down below, I will make some more in-depth Facebook ad tutorials with stuff that's changing and going on right now during 2021. I've been getting blown up with questions of people asking how they can start with Facebook. Does it still work? What are the strategies? All that fun stuff, we can definitely talk about it. So if you have questions throughout this video, definitely drop them in the comment section down below. We're always active inside of there, and that's usually where new video ideas are born. So, usually you can probably see your question answered in an entire video, all right? So we're gonna talk about low budget Facebook ad strategies. Now, this is both good and bad, because if you're trying to start with a smaller budget, and we're gonna talk about this, very beneficial. But if you have a larger budget, this might not be the best option just due to speed and the fact that you are probably giving up some products that could work. And we're going to talk about that. So if you really want to see everything with Facebook, you want to watch me do it live, I open up the doors into the back end of my own brands. You get to see inside my ad accounts. I've recorded all of that 10, 20, 30 hours, however long it is, inside of our program called the Facebook Ad Academy. That's where we show everything live. It's impossible to put it into a YouTube video. If you want to check it out, it's super cheap. It's a couple $100. You can check it out linked in the description below. We also have some other great resources, both paid and free, in the description that you can reference as well. Okay, so let's talk about the low budget strategies. Now, this is always painful, and a lot of people don't think about this, but it's going to require, keyword there. You're going to feel like you're giving up on products too quickly. But if you want to keep your testing to $100, $200, $300 per product, you're going to have to do that. Because if you're launching 5 ad sets at $10 a day, you get to $200 pretty dang quick. That's only 4 days. So that low budget method doesn't really allow for us to stick around very long. So this is actually something we do inside of our advertising agency. And the reason for that is it's not our money. Our clients are trusting us when they're first getting started to do all the research, find the products worth testing, and then test them. So we're willing to give up some products that could probably have worked if we had stuck with it. But we're willing to give that up in exchange for having a little bit more cost-efficient testing, even if it takes longer. So it's just a decision you have to make. Are you willing to spend more on your ads or not when you're getting started? So yeah, what we're looking for from a practical perspective inside of the ads, we're looking for any early conversions on an audience, okay, on any audience. So if we launch, we usually try to launch like 5, that's the goal. 5 audiences, let's say it's $10 a day. We're gonna run that for a couple days. None of them get purchases. We're gonna kill them all and then try something else real fast, and then we're gone. So that's, $250. But you can do it with 3 audiences, and let's say out of those 5, you get 2 of those ad sets that have a purchase. And these are probably $10 a day ad sets, maybe 15 or 20, depending on the price you're selling your product at. These are all the ratios you're gonna need to know. But you're gonna run those for a couple days, and if they get no early conversions, we're gonna leave. And the problem is, that doesn't mean the product wasn't working. It just means it didn't start to pick up momentum at that point with the people that Facebook decided to target out of the audiences that you were running. It could have just been your ad creative. It could have just been Facebook not wanting to give you the purchase. It could have been one of a dozen reasons, but nonetheless, we're gonna move on. And that's where it gets a little bit painful with not being able to stick around for a long time. Now, it is very cost effective if you have a low budget, but it requires a lot of setup work, okay? So when you're switching a product, that's work on your store, new ads, new ad copy, researching new audiences. You're talking a couple of hours. But if you're a hustler and you're starting a business and you don't have a huge amount of money and you have all the time in the world, then absolutely go for it. That's what I was doing. It wasn't until my 4th product where I found the winner, but I wasn't doing a low budget strategy at all. I blew my entire $5,000 on just my first product. Then I had to save up again, then blew a little bit on another, and then I started trying to test faster, and then I bought a bunch of courses in that time frame. I think there was 6 courses I initially went through, which was actually probably a little bit bad because there's too many strategies being thrown at me. So that's why the 3rd product flopped, and then I kind of started to identify with one program for the 4th one. So it's kind of where things started, but it was the 4th product that started working. So low budget strategies can work great. It's just going to be slower. You can do the math on what's going to make the most sense for you based on your startup budget, but just know you are going to be giving away products really quick. You're going to have to be doing a lot of research. You're going to have to be good at identifying products that you think are worth testing, and that's definitely a skill that gets built over time. Being able to identify the right product that you can get for the right price, that you can sell for the right price, that you can showcase really amazingly in an ad in just the first 10, 20 seconds of the ad to actually engage people, because you need those early conversions. There's a lot of criteria here, which is fine, but it's just something that you have to know if you want to get involved in it. So that's the low budget strategy. That is a little bit about the Facebook ads. People have always been asking questions. Now, as for, hey, what should my daily budget be? It could be $5, $10, $20, $100. It just depends on how much you're selling your product for. So the higher your product is priced, if you're $79 for your product, you might have to run your ads at $20 a day, which is going to mean one of two things. Either you're going to have to spend more money, or you're going to have to test list audiences, which you don't want to test only one or two audiences, because then it's probably the audience. That's probably the issue of why it's not working. So a lot of variables here. I just wanted to kind of throw something your way in terms of the low budget ad strategies, because it is a question that we truly get asked about daily, especially over on our Instagram. You can check us out there, just Ecom Season on Instagram. We post there every single day. We post tips. It's a great spot for you guys to ask questions. If you have questions about our programs, what we do exactly inside of our agency and stuff like that, hit us up over there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Quick little value shot in terms of Facebook ads. Facebook's a lot of fun. It's just a game, pretty much. And if you think about it as a game, just like a game, you can get better at it. So start playing that game, spend time learning. You want to develop your skills and ultimately work towards becoming the best. All right. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below. Make sure to smash a like. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.